Blockbuster trade? Dodgers trading Freddie Freeman for Juan Soto? Insane comparison. Hey Dodgers fans, this one is wild. Imagine a trade so shocking that it would shake up all of Major League Baseball, a deal so big, it's being compared to Luka Doncic getting traded in the NBA. That's exactly what Newsweek's Zach Presnell just outlined, and trust me, you're gonna want to hear this. He's calling it the MLB equivalent of the Lakers-Mavericks trade, and it involves Freddie Freeman heading to the Mets for Juan Soto. Yeah, you heard that right, Freeman for Soto. Could this actually happen? Would it even make sense for the Dodgers? Before we break it all down, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest Dodgers news and rumors. Now, let's dive in. The NBA connection. If you haven't been keeping up with the NBA, here's the quick backstory. Luka Doncic was just traded from the Dallas Mavericks to the Los Angeles Lakers in a blockbuster deal involving Anthony Davis. It sent shockwaves through the basketball world because Doncic is one of the top players in the league and is still only 25 years old. So what's the baseball equivalent of a superstar swap like that? According to Presnell, it would be Juan Soto getting traded to the Dodgers in exchange for Freddie Freeman going to the Mets. At first, this sounds completely insane, right? But let's break it down, because the comparison actually kinda makes sense. Juan Soto versus Luka Doncic. In this trade scenario, Juan Soto is the baseball version of Luka Doncic. Both are young, offensive superstars who are among the top 3 to 5 players in their sport. Both have flaws that hold them back. Doncic's issues are his defense, conditioning, and effort at times, while Soto's weaknesses are his defense and base running. But offensively, they're generational talents. Soto is only 26 years old and already has a championship ring. Some experts even believe he has the potential to be one of the top 10 hitters in baseball history. And just like Doncic in the NBA, Soto isn't going to give you elite defense. He's never winning a gold glove, he's not stealing 40 bases a season, but his bat makes up for everything. Even though Soto has already helped lead his team to a World Series victory, he's still just entering his prime, much like Doncic is in the NBA. So that's why Presnell made the comparison. But now let's flip it. Where does Freddie Freeman fit into all this? Freddie Freeman versus Anthony Davis. Presnell argues that Freddie Freeman is MLB's version of Anthony Davis. Both are elite two-way players, meaning they are great offensively and defensively. Both have won a championship, adding leadership and experience to their teams. And importantly, both are older than their trade counterparts. Freeman has been an MVP, a Gold Glover, and one of the most consistent hitters in baseball for over a decade. But he's also 34 years old. So if the Dodgers were offered a 26-year-old superstar like Soto in exchange for their 34-year-old first baseman, would they do it? On one hand, Soto's youth and upside make him one of the most valuable players in baseball. On the other hand, Freeman has been the heart and soul of this Dodgers team since he arrived. His leadership, consistency, and all-around skill set are irreplaceable. You can also argue that Freeman is the perfect complement to Shohei Ohtani and Mookie Betts. While Soto would make the Dodgers even younger and more explosive, Freeman provides something just as important: veteran stability and a championship pedigree. Could this actually happen? Now, let's be real, this trade isn't happening anytime soon. Freddie Freeman isn't just a great player, he's a core part of this team's identity. The Dodgers aren't looking to move him, and they just went all in on superstars like Shohei Ohtani and Yoshinobu Yamamoto. But hypothetically, would it make sense? The Mets are in rebuild mode, but could use a veteran leader like Freeman to stabilize their roster. The Dodgers would be adding another young superstar to their already stacked lineup. Imagine a lineup featuring Betts, Ohtani, Soto, and Will Smith. That would be almost unfair. Still, the Dodgers would have to consider a few things. Where does Soto fit defensively? He's not a great outfielder, and the Dodgers already have plenty of options in the outfield. Would Freeman's leadership be too valuable to lose? Chemistry matters, and Freeman has been a key part of this team's success. And would the Mets even consider this? Freeman is older and on a long-term contract, while Soto is just entering his prime. If the Mets decide to rebuild, they might prefer to trade Soto for younger prospects rather than a veteran first baseman. At the end of the day, this is more of a fun what-if scenario than a real trade possibility. But it does highlight just how valuable Juan Soto is and how much of an impact Freddie Freeman has on the Dodgers. Now it's your turn, Dodgers fans. Would you trade Freddie Freeman for Juan Soto if you were the Dodgers? Do you think this comparison between Doncic and Soto actually makes sense? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear what you think. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and share so more Dodgers fans can join the conversation. This season is shaping up to be one for the books, and we'll be covering every step of the way. Go Dodgers!